Hey everyone, today we're reviewing A Real Pain, a movie that's been making waves this award season. Written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg, it's about two cousins who embark on a trip to reconnect with their roots, but along the way they navigate awkward family tension, clashing personalities, and lots of emotional baggage. Grab some popcorn and let's see if this movie is worth watching. A Real Pain follows two cousins, played by Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin, as they travel to Poland for a Holocaust tour in honor of their late grandmother. It's definitely emotionally heavy, but the script makes it lighthearted as well, and awkward, and weirdly relatable, even if you've never been on a heritage trip with your unhinged cousin. Eisenberg plays David, the responsible and somewhat uptight one, while Culkin plays Benji, the chaotic wild card. The dynamic between these two is what makes the movie shine. There's many moments of Benji being very outspoken, while David is trying, but failing, to keep him under control. This is an example where Benji is having an outburst and David is just sitting there like, please stop. Us introverts know this feeling, trying to keep everyone under control or just awkwardly sitting there not knowing how to handle our extrovert friends or family in a group setting. So those types of moments were quite relatable in the film. In addition to these two characters, there's also a few other characters on the tour who add to the story as well. Even though they didn't get as much screen time, they each had well-written backstories that made the audience also care for them. Since it is a Holocaust tour, there were also several dark scenes, the most notable when they go to a concentration camp. Since Eisenberg said the story stems from his own family and life and did a ton of research, he was able to capture the gruesomeness and seriousness of the situation with his directing. On this channel, I like to highlight confetti moments, something about the movie that deserves to be celebrated. For this movie, it was the acting, especially from Culkin and Eisenberg. Culkin's portrayal of Benji speaks for itself. He's pretty much been sweeping the major awards for Best Supporting Actor this season and is a strong contender for the upcoming Academy Awards. But let's not overlook Eisenberg's acting, which is also really impressive and not quite talked about this award season. He's been nominated mostly for the screenplay writing, and most recently won the BAFTA award for it, but he still delivers a great performance as David. My favorite scene of his is when they are all at the dinner table and he gives this heartfelt monologue about how his life has been being Benji's cousin. It's interesting because Eisenberg said in interviews before that he was originally planning on playing Benji, but producer Emma Stone said that since he's directing, it's best not to play such an unhinged character, so he opted to play David instead. It would have been cool to see how he would have portrayed Benji, but it feels like the right call. Eisenberg brings a subtle depth to David, while Culkin fully embraces Benji's chaos, making their dynamic really strong and interesting. That being said, I think some scenes felt a little bit extreme in portraying just how unhinged Benji could be, like when he didn't wake up David when needed, making the whole group wait around. Also, would a tour group really wait for what seemed like several hours for people to rejoin? They didn't even look annoyed or address it again later. Maybe I haven't been on enough tours, but that felt pretty unrealistic. I was low-key getting annoyed with Benji at this point, but maybe that was the script's intention. Some scenes were also quite anticlimactic, like when they finally visit their grandmother's house at the end. They seemed like it was supposed to be a pivotal, meaningful moment, especially since it's one of the main reasons that they went on the trip in the first place. But instead, it mostly consists of them standing in one spot and then having a long-winded conversation with a neighbor about how they can't place stones there. It just didn't pack the emotional punch that I think it could have. Overall, though, the movie has strong pacing, a sharp script, and balances emotional depth with humor. On the confetti scale, I'd say it was worthy of a confetti shower, also known as a 4 out of 5. Have you seen A Real Pain? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe for more. See you next time.